Hey everyone, it's Reclaimer with 2XP Gaming, coming to you with our second video on the Division beta. This time we're going to be looking at the PvP components of the Division by going into the Dark Zone. Now I do want to preface this by saying that I did record this with OBS on very high settings, and what you're going to notice is their frame rate drops big time. Now, I was going to re-record this video, but I decided not to. And the reason for that is because I think that this gives you a really good idea of what can actually happen in the Dark Zone. Nonetheless, you are probably going to see some dips in frame rate. I do apologize for that. So we are in the safe area of the Dark Zone where you can go to the Dark Zone vendors. When you are in the Dark Zone, you earn different currency as opposed to what you earn in the PvE section of the game. It is not advised to go into the Dark Zone alone. Main reason for this is because the Dark Zone is somewhat like how DayZ's PvP is. You can't really trust anybody, and it's really advised that you have a full fire team of 4 before you go into the Dark Zone. If you don't have it, just be extra careful, and you'll notice here that I come across a couple players that have no idea who they are. They seem like they were ready to go in and be friendly, so we got into a party together. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about with the Dark Zone. You can party up to 4 people. They can be friends that you know. They could just be random people. You have to be really careful because in the Dark Zone, you basically can't, like I said earlier, you can't trust anybody. And that makes for some pretty interesting gameplay. The whole concept of killing other players to get their loot and going rogue sounds good on paper, but the problem that you run into is even if you kill somebody in self-defense, you're labeled as rogue. And at that point, you're placed on the map and you have a bounty placed on you, and other players can come find you, earn some great XP, and steal any loot that you happen to have. Now let's talk about loot for a moment here. The Dark Zone is where you're going to probably find more lucrative loot than you would in the PvE section of the game. However, it is contaminated, and in order for it to become decontaminated and for you to use it, you have to extract it. Now this video does not show an extraction, but what will happen is you will call in a helicopter by shooting up a flare. When you do that, it's marked on the map that an extraction is in progress, and all the other players in the area can come and try and take your gear. Now, this is where we start having some other issues with the PvP section of this game. A lot of the extraction zones are already marked on the map, regardless of if there's an extraction going on or not. So you'll find that there are players that could be camping at the extraction zones and are just waiting for you to come by, shoot you, and take your gear. This is another reason why it's not advisable to go it alone, because if you're downed, you're going to bleed out, and at that point, you've lost everything that you've worked for. So having a squad allows you to, have someone revive you and help you out. So you're going to see here there's some gameplay again. There's definitely frame rate drops, unfortunately. And you'll see there's players running around. We didn't shoot at them. I think the team that we were in was pretty good. We were just trying to learn the game, talk to each other, and try and find out what was going on, or what is going on in the map. Eventually, what you're going to see is that we come across a team of rogues, and we go ahead and we take them out. I only found one drop. It was a green drop with a shotgun. I did pick it up, but as you're going to see, I do end up getting shot and losing it and bleeding out. When you do get shot and bleed out, you have the option to respawn, and then you can respawn at a different location, a different checkpoint in the Dark Zone. So you're going to see here, I'm actually going to just let the game play out from this point, and you can see kind of how the gameplay went. Again, I do apologize for the frame rate drop. I was going to re-record this so to make sure there was no frame rate drop, but the interaction that you're about to see, I think, will really give you a good idea of what to expect in the Dark Zone. Another comment I want to make before I stop this commentary is the graphics on the high settings here, as you can see, probably look a lot better than the graphics that I recorded at 720p on the PvE version of this video. So this hopefully gives you a better idea of what the game looks like, but it definitely taxes your system when you're trying to record it at full quality. So that's basically where we're at. I'm going to let the rest of this play out. Hope that you liked this video. Please be sure to check out our PvE version of the beta, and we'll talk soon. This is Reclaimer. See you later, Internet.
Oh shit, I ranked up.
Me too.
I haven't done anything.
Вот тут народ бегает в дарк-зоне. Достаточно много.
Can they hear us too?
Люди и мобы. Вот тяжело, если честно, спутать людей с мобами. Тогда можно случайно выстрелить, и ты уже становишься противником.
Hey, to the. Hey, this
Oh,
way
I'm
some
gonna
bad
mess
guys.
with my keyboards for a second.
Причем слышно, что они говорят друг другу.
What the fuck?
Warning. Agent on your team is down. Requires assistance.
Hey, did we just kill rogue agents or were those bots? I don't even know.
We just killed rogue agents.
Sweet. Hey, why is this guy red? Why is he red? He's not rogue.
I don't know. What does that mean? All I can say is this game looks fucking beautiful. This game has to be the most beautiful game I've ever played. As far as graphics. I wonder if he can hear, if he can understand us. You understand us? I don't want to go rogue. No. That's out. Ooh, someone down here.
Man down! Heads up, people!
Turn two. Louis, can you hear me? Jump up and down if you can.
Опа, а он череп появился на карте.
Warning. You've disavowed a division. This action will mark you as rogue. Warning. You are now entering a contaminated area. Exiting the contaminated area.
Didn't have anything.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Division Beta and another fantastic episode of
This is a dead end.
Yep.